Welcome back to Timeless Discussions. Today we're going to explore one of the most surprising connections in American history. The link between the Temperance Movement, Prohibition, and NASCAR. These three elements might seem that they belong to separate chapters of history, but they're actually deeply intertwined in ways you might not expect. So let's take a ride through time and discover how social movements, federal laws, and high-speed racing all came together in a truly American story. Our story starts with the temperance movement in the 19th century. This was a nationwide social movement advocating for the reduction or elimination of alcohol consumption. By the time we reached the 1900s, temperance advocates were pushing hard for stricter alcohol regulations. The movement wasn't just about alcohol, it was about protecting families, reducing crime, and promoting moral living. Organizations like the Women's Christian Temperance Union and the Anti-Saloon League were central to the cause, and their efforts to ban alcohol gathered significant momentum over decades. The movement was largely driven by a belief that alcohol was the source of social problems like poverty, domestic abuse, and crime. Fast forward to 1920, and the United States saw the culmination of the temperance efforts, Prohibition. The 18th Amendment was ratified, making it illegal to manufacture, sell, or transport alcoholic beverages. This marked the start of what would become a tumultuous decade, as the federal government sought to enforce alcohol bans nationwide. But here's the thing, Prohibition did not stop people from drinking. Instead, it created a whole new underground market. Speakeasies, bootleggers, and organized crime exploded, and many found creative ways to get alcohol, especially in the southern states. Now let's talk about a group of individuals who took full advantage of this new world of illegal alcohol, bootleggers. These were people who smuggled alcohol, often from places like the Appalachian Mountains, where moonshine was made in homemade stills and transported across state lines. To evade the police, they needed to drive fast and far. They didn't just need speed, they needed to handle dangerous, rough terrain. And that's where the seeds of NASCAR were planted. The men who were behind the wheel of these moonshine runs became highly skilled drivers, developing an appreciation for speed and a competitive spirit. They started racing each other on back roads using their modified cars, modified for speed and durability, to see who could make it the fastest. It was the birth of stock car racing and had a direct link to the moonshine industry. In 1948, a man named Bill France Sr. saw an opportunity to formalize these street races into a sanctioned series. He founded the National Association for Stock Car Racing, better known as NASCAR. By organizing races in the southeastern United States, NASCAR became a legal outlet for the drivers who had been involved in the bootlegging scene. The same skill sets that helped these men outrun the law on dangerous mountain roads now made them stars on the racetrack. It's incredible to think that without the temperance movement and prohibition, NASCAR might never have been born. The very outlaws that were once running from the law became the new faces of our new American pastime. So, the next time you watch a NASCAR race, remember that it's more than just a bunch of cars speeding around the track. It's a direct descendant of the bootlegging culture of prohibition and the high-stakes, fast-driving world that grew out of it. The temperance movement, which aimed to ban alcohol, ironically helped give birth to one of the most popular motorsports in the world. It's a true story of innovation and the American spirit. Thanks for joining me today on Timeless Discussions. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that connect the dots in history in unexpected ways. See you next time. Until next time, keep exploring history's many twists and turns. There's always more to discover. Take care.